Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So here we are again with one more set of multiple choice questions on numerical methods. Watch the complete video for full knowledge. So here is our first question. The first question is related to the relative error. Here the x is given as the true value and x1 is the approximate value. So we have to find the relative error in terms of x and x1. So what is relative error? We know that relative error is the ratio of the absolute error divided by the true value. Now what is absolute error? That is the difference between this true value and approximate value. Okay, so this complete ratio gives the value of relative error. So we can get this as, because true value is x and approximate value is x1. So the formula will be like this. So according to that, the option B will be the correct option for this question. Okay, what is the next question? The next question is asking about again a relative error question, and it is saying that pi is taken as 3.14 in place of this value. Then what will be the relative error? Okay, so again we have the same type of question, but now in some figure value. So here you can see that this value 3.14156 is what my true value. Okay, and this value is what the approximate value, because 3.14 is taking as in replace of this place. That means we are approximating this value into this. So the solution will be like this, where relative error will be the formula what we have seen just now. So by just putting all the values here, we will get this value. Okay, so according to the options, which option will be right? Yeah, here we can see this can be written as 0.0003 times 0, 4, 9. Okay, so according to that, the second option is the right option. Okay, now what is the next question? The next question is about the Newton-Raphson algorithm. So the Newton-Raphson algorithm for finding the cube root of n. Okay, that means the solution will be like this somewhat. So what should be the solution? Here the solution will be like this. We have to find the value for this cube root n. So let's x equals to this. Okay, so function can be written like this, whose differential function will be this. Okay, so by having the Newton-Raphson formula, we can put all the values in the formula and can get the solution as shown in this last line. Right, so this is a generalized formula for a cube root of n solution. Okay, so what is the solution here according to the option? So the right option is option D. Okay, so this type of problem may also asked in MCQ, which takes around 1 minute for the complete solution, but it is easy to solve. Okay, it can be solved. Now what is the next formula? If xn is the nth iterate, then the Newton-Raphson formula is xn is the nth iterate. Okay, that means what? We have to go for the solution in terms of xn. So what will be the formula for Newton-Raphson? Here the formula will be like this, xn minus 1, because we always go with the previous iteration value, minus f of xn minus 1 divided by f dash of xn minus 1. Okay, so what will be the solution for this? It is a very easy solution. There is nothing to remember or do anything. Just if you know the formula, you can get the answer, but the formula we are getting, that is in this term. Okay, so just remember one thing, that it is asking for xn as the nth iterate. So the correct answer will be A. Okay, now what is the next question? Next question is a root of x cube minus x plus 4 obtaining using bisection method, correct to 2 decimal places. So again a simple solution. We have been given by a function and we have to solve by bisection method and find the values for up to correct to 2 decimal places. Okay, so let's have a look on the solution, because solution we have to go with the solution of bisection method, right? So we have to get the value of a and b, that is the starting interval. So how can we get? By random check, that is by putting x equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, and where we will get the opposite nature of the solution, we will take that interval. Okay, for the complete solution of this bisection method, you can watch the video of bisection method. Okay, that video has been prepared separately, you can watch that. So here you can see we have gone for the random check, and here we got the value of f of 0 as 4, f of 1 as again 4, f of 2 as 10, f of 3 as 28, f of 4 as 64. So we can see in all the values we are getting positive values only. Okay, and even that values is going far away from the x equals to 0 axis, right? We can see that this is not going towards the root, that means we are going for a different random check in different range. Okay, so what is that? I'm going for negative range. So let's have a look that f of minus 1 is 4, f of minus 2 is minus 2. So here we are getting the opposite nature, that is 4 and minus 2. That means this is my required interval. So this is the value for a and b, okay, as minus 1 and minus 2. So once we get the starting value, we can go for the further solution. What is my further solution? We have the value of a and b. Now what is xn? Xn is what? That is equals to a plus b divided by 2, right? So by putting that value, we can get the value of xn, then f of xn, and similarly we can have this all solution as we know the solution of bisection method. Okay, so according to that, in the last section, see, this is giving me a less error and it is approximately equal to the previous value. So this can be taken as the solution. What is that? That is minus 1.79. Okay, so the solution is minus 1.79 according to this solution. Okay, and if this the kind of questions are being asked in MCQ, then no need to go for bisection method also, because you can directly have the solution of cubic root in your calculator. Okay, so directly take your solution and check which option is right, and if you are getting two answer in the calculator which is similar to the given option, then we have to go for this procedure. Okay, then there is no option. So what is the next question? The sixth question is about the bisection method again, and it is asking about the convergence of bisection method. So according to the option, we have to choose the correct answer. What is that? The option is saying it is linear, it is quadratic, it is very slow, or it is none of the above. Okay, so remember that the convergence of bisection method is very slow. We know that it gives a very slow procedure. Okay, but if it is not given, then in some of the books the linear convergence has also been taken as the correct answer, but according to me, the correct answer, the exact answer should be very slow convergence, because it's not giving the linear solution, right? So we should not take it as answer. The correct answer is very slow. Okay, I have verified in 3 to 4 books that all books says it doesn't have a linear convergence, it has a very slow convergence. Okay, right. Now what is the next question? The next question is Newton's method has dash convergence. Now what is the convergence rate of Newton's method? So we have a separate video for convergence analysis of Newton's method. According to that, we have proved this equation. Okay, so here we can say according to the value of this power, the convergence rate is quadratic, or we can say it has a second order convergence. Okay, for the complete derivation, we can have the convergence analysis video, which is a dedicated video for this topic, right? Now what is the next solution? The percentage error in approximating 4 by 3 by 1.33s. So what is asking here? About the percentage error. Okay, what is percentage error? Percentage error is nothing but the relative error into 100. So first of all, we have to get the value of relative error. So what is relative error? We know that relative error is the ratio of absolute error to the true value. Absolute error is the difference of true value and approximate value. Here in the question, the true value is given as 4 by 3 and the approximating value is what? 1.33. So by putting these all value, we got the answer for relative error as this, and multiplying this factor by 100, we got the percentage error. So that is how much? 0.25%. So this is one of the answer in the given option. Okay. Now what is the next solution? Newton's method fails to find the root of f of x equals to 0 if. What is the condition for Newton's method where it fails? So this statement you can go and check in one of the video, that is called what? Characteristics of Newton-Raphson method, which is a very special video because it has been discussed about complete characteristics of the Newton-Raphson method. Very important topic. Okay, if you have not watched that video, please go and watch, because it is very important. You will have a clear concept about this method. So according to that, what Newton's method fails when f dash of x equals to 0, right? Why? Because according to the formula, we can see this is the formula for Newton-Raphson method. If the f dash x becomes 0, that means this fraction will become infinite, and if this become infinite, then we cannot have this solution for this, that will become indeterminate. Okay, so at that time the Newton's method fails, right? So the correct answer is f dash x equals to 0. Okay, now the last question of this series, what is that? This equation is known as, what is this equation? What is the type of this equation? So we have covered that topic also, where we have seen the different types of equations. So what are the different types of equation? We have two types of equation. First is polynomial or algebraic equation, and second is transcendental equation. Okay, polynomial and algebraic equation, these two are the same equation given by two names, and transcendental equation, right? So here we can see the logarithmic term, the sinusoidal term, these all terms are there. That means it is an example of the transcendental equation. Okay, so that is the correct option for this, right? So here we have discussed a very important set of 10 questions for numerical methods. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe the channel.